This video is intended for ages 13 and up. Despite containing content like the Loud House or the Casa Grandes, this video is intended for the Loud House adult fan base, therefore being for ages 13 and up. Also, this video complies with the Copyright Act Section 107 entitled Fair Use. Thank you and enjoy the video. Alright everyone, welcome to a The Loud House review. Now keep in mind this is my first time reviewing an episode of a show and posting it online. And this is also, well actually I've reviewed episodes before, but I didn't post them online. So this will be my first time actually posting it online. If you have any criticism whatsoever, please leave it in the comments below. If it seems like I only watched the episode once, that's because I did. Anyways, how double dare you? Alright, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on the end of this episode. But anyways, let me just talk about the good parts and the bad parts, and the confusing parts. First, we'll start off with the confusing part. Why was Double Dare randomly brought back in this episode? I mean, I guess the crew wanted to make a Double Dare themed episode. And also, this episode actually has Mark Summers himself in this episode. That's pretty cool. But my question is, wasn't the crew aware of the it takes 10 months to make a full episode when they were making this? I'm sorry, I just don't see why Double Dare was randomly brought back. I mean, look, I have no problem with it. If they want to bring back Double Dare, go right ahead. But I'm just kind of confused on why they did that. This could have easily been some parody of Double Dare. Like this could have been a parody of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? It could have been called, Are You Smarter Than a College Graduate? Or I don't know. Anyways, the reason why Lisa actually wants to be on this show is because they're giving away a rocket science space capsule? Why would they be giving away that on Double Dare? That doesn't really make any sense to me. Usually on Double Dare, they'll sell, kids' toys, or, vacations, or, just other things. But a rocket science space capsule is the last thing I expect to be on Double Dare as a prize. I mean, that's like entering a YouTube giveaway and then you win a used $25 Amazon gift card. Would that make any sense? Having a gift card from Amazon that basically has no money in it whatsoever? No, that wouldn't make sense. Neither does it in this episode. Why would they be giving away a rocket science space capsule? That doesn't make any sense. Does this episode still retain the theme of, the Double Dare show? Well, I haven't watched Double Dare, but I am familiar with the concept of it, and yes, it does. It does it really well, actually. And of course, Lisa knows all the answers. But then Lenny also knows a really tricky answer about history. It was about denim being imported. But, she's all about fashion, so of course she'll know that. So that basically makes sense. Also, how did Lincoln and Lenny get onto Double Dare in the first place? And how did Lisa get onto Double Dare? And how did Darebot get onto Double Dare? This episode makes no sense. I don't understand. It feels like I skipped over a portion of it, but really I didn't. I watched the whole thing. And the parents were barely in this episode. They didn't have any lines of dialogue whatsoever. In fact, let me check over something for a second. Yep, everyone, I looked through the episode, and the parents are not featured in this episode whatsoever. Also, at one point, Lisa could not answer a question because Darebot was not programmed for sports trivia. Wouldn't have Lisa just have shoved in all the trivia into Darebot or something? Now anyways, why didn't anyone working behind Double Dare obviously see that a robot A robot is going on to Double Dare. I mean, it just baffles me how they could have left out such a giant plot hole. But my least favorite part about this episode was the jokes Lana made. She made a few jokes and they were all disgusting. In fact, all of them were so disgusting, I just couldn't bear at it. There was one where she picks her nose, there was another where she eats pizza found in the couch and she tastes pepperoni and succulent. And there was another where she has her mouth open when the whole family, minus the parents, are getting slimed. That is terrible. Terrible, terrible. That is disgusting. So that's why she's my least favorite part of this episode. What else? So anyways, both the teams get on the obstacle course because their scores were tied. That makes sense. However, because of the physical challenge Darebot had to take in, which was smashing eggs, he started to malfunction. Why doesn't Lisa know that this show is messy and that Darebot wouldn't stand a chance against all the messy pranks in this show? It just kind of confuses me. It's like, Lisa, did you have a brain fart or something? What happened? But apparently, Lisa really wanted this rocket science space capsule that, for some odd reason, they were giving out on Double Dare, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I mean, if it was a $1,000 or $2,000 or a $5,000 cash prize, and Lisa was trying to get, an isotope or something, and she needed money, well, that'd make even more sense, but for some reason, it's a rocket science space capsule. I don't understand. I don't understand. Sorry, this is just another add-on to the review, but they should have given a reason why Lisa wants the rocket science space capsule. I mean, if she's so smart and she can even make a robot with human AI technology, then what does she need a rocket science capsule for? She can make one that's definitely better than that one. I mean, was she planning to make modifications on it? If so, that would be understandable. But they should have, put the reason in the episode. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Not only that, this episode was so centric on its moral, which is something along the lines of game shows are not supposed to be for winning prizes, they're supposed to be for having fun. This episode is so centric on teaching a moral that it basically kind of botches up the whole plot, if you know what I mean. I just felt like they were so focused on teaching a moral that they completely forgot about all the plot holes that were still left in the story. Remember, criticism is not hate. If I hated this show, I wouldn't even be watching it. Anyways, other than that, this episode was pretty good. If you want to give your thoughts on the episode or provide criticism on my reviewing skills, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. Anyways, this episode was confusing. Kind of gross. So it's not really a good episode, to be honest. Anyways, that's it for this, the Loud House review. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep in mind I will not be taking any requests to review episodes because I'm not really going to be doing it that much. I mean, I do have a few reviews scheduled, like the rest of this week's new episodes, the Loud House and Casa Grande's Hang at Home special, and, well, other episodes when they come out, such as the rest of the Casa Grande Season 1 and the Loud House Season 5. I'll be sure to review those episodes, too. So just keep in mind that this is just, some secondary thing on my channel. I decided to, give it a try. Well, I've already tried it. I mean, just uploading it onto YouTube. That's what I mean. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, that's great. Stay tuned for a review on tomorrow's episode called Snoop's On. Goodbye.